Shalom Uvracha. The main subject in the Parshiot that we are now currently reading, Shmini, Tazri Metzora, and to a certain degree Achremot, is the subject of Tumah and Tahara. Today, in our everyday lives, Tumah and Tahara aren't that prevalent, but they were once very much so, and determined the ways of life. That being said, there are certain ideas that we can and should draw from these Parshiot that can be most important to the way we live. Number one, when studying carefully, we can define two sources of Tumah. One comes from our physical contact with a dead object, a dead person, and lahavdil, a dead animal. The other one emanates from our bodies. While one of them, the one, demands of us to observe the environment in which we live, the other one demands that we examine our own weaknesses. We should take this idea in consideration and use these two observations and examinations in our everyday lives. Number two, on the most part, Dinei Tumah and Tahara were important in relationship to our proximity to the Beis HaMikdash. Only in the world of Kodshim do we find Dinei Tumah v'Tahara, the Isur of Tum'ah. The Beis HaMikdash is holy. There is a holiness that transcends our material and secular world. There is an ideal of shlemut, which does not allow physical contact in our material world with the weaknesses of the Tumah. It is a bet Elokim. But for that same reason, that the Mikdash is the place that we atone for our spiritual weaknesses and our sins. To some degree, the same idea can be found in Eretz Yisrael. On the one hand, there is a Tahara in Eretz Yisrael, which cannot abide and suffer Tumah. In the end of Parshat Achremot, Parshat Arayot, the Posuk says, "Velo taki haaretz etchem, כפי שכעת את העמים אשר היו לפניכם, ותמכם אותה." On the other hand, this basic Tahara cannot be found anywhere else in the world, assures us of our eventual Tahara. כל הולך ד' אמות בארץ ישראל, מובטח לו שהוא בן עולם הבא.